In the name of Almighty God, the most compassionate and the most merciful, I welcome you all, my dear lovely friends, to your own channel. My name is Nasir Ibadi, and today we will have, inshallah, our last lecture on polynomials with the best examples. Should I start with question number 21? Yes, of course. But one thing more that I have to say is that you have to watch the previous lessons on polynomial, else you will not get the questions for today. By the way, question number 21, px is a polynomial and px is given here. Now, what the summation of n is? Whenever you are talking about polynomial, what's polynomial? Polynomial is a type of the function in which the power is integer number or natural number. Starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, we can have up to infinity. Now, in this case, that this power should be a natural number. It means n minus 4 should be greater than 0, equal or greater than 0. So n will be equal or greater than 4. This power, the numerator and also denominator, they should be also natural number. I mean n plus 12 should be greater or equal to 0. So you will find n greater than minus 12. Here, this n should be greater than 0, not equal to 0. Why? Because if denominator is 0, on that occasion, we cannot define the fraction. So, n should be greater than 0. Now, in here, we have n. So you have to find the intersection for all of these n's. I mean, n should be what? This is the axis of the numbers starting from minus infinity to positive infinity. The first one says it can take 4, minus 12 and 0. Minus 12 is the less one, so it takes minus 12, also greater than minus 12. Second, 0, it takes 0, no, it doesn't take 0, but greater than 0. And the third one is 4. In here we have 4, it can take 4 and greater than 4. Now find the intersection of these three lines. I think this is the intersection. Intersection is n starts from 4 and greater than 4. It means n can take 4, 5, 6, 7 up to infinity. Now, what the question is? The question is, what is the summation of the n? If you want to sum these 4, 5, 6, 7 up to infinity, the summation would be infinity. But the answers are not infinity. It's 20, 22, 24, 26. It means we have something else also in this question. What that one is? That one is that in this fraction, n plus 12 divided by n, it can be 0. Yes. This n plus 12 divided by n can be 1. N plus 12 divided by n can be 2. This n plus 12 divided by n can be 3. This n plus 12 divided by n can be 4 and can be up to infinity. But this n plus 12 divided by n cannot be a fraction number like 4.5. Why? Because if this one is like a fraction, on that occasion it is not a polynomial, but the condition is that px must be a polynomial. For this one, for this result, you have to find the value of the n. But in here, we don't have anything. We don't have any condition. Why? Because if you put 4 minus 4, 0, x to the power 0, it's a polynomial. If you put 5 minus 4, it's 1, x to the power 1, it's a polynomial. Am I right? Yes. But in here, here the difficulty is here, or the trick for this question is in this fraction. Now you have to solve this equation. In a fraction, when it is 0, when the numerator is 0, n plus 12 must be 0, so n is minus 12. But the condition is n cannot take minus 12, it takes 4 from 4. So this is not possible in this question. It is not possible in this question. The second one, n plus 12, here. What the denominator is? 1. Make the cross multiplication. 1 times n plus 12, it's n plus 12, and 1 times n, it is n. Now n is with n, it's cancelled. In here we have 12, here we have 0. 12 is not equal to 0, so this is not possible. Why? Because it's not equation. It is not possible. This one, what is the denominator? 1. 2 times n, it's 2n, and 1 times n plus 12, n plus 12. Now put n to the left side. 2n minus n, it's n is 12. Do we have 12 in this bracket or in this set? Yes, we have. So this is possible. n starts from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it can take. Yes. So solve this one. What is the denominator? 1. 3 times n, it is 3n. And 1 times n plus 12, it is n plus 12. Put n to the left side. 3n minus n, it's 2n, is equal to 12. Divide both sides by 2. So you will find n 6. 6 is possible. Why? Because we have 6 in this bracket. This one, what is the denominator? 1. 4 times n, 4n. And 1 times n plus 12, n plus 12. Put n to the left side. We have 4n minus n, it's 3n. 12. Divide both sides by 3. So you will find n is 4. 4 is possible because we have here. Now this n plus 12 can divided by n can take 5. Check. What is the denominator? 1. 5 times n, 5n. 1 times n plus 12, n plus 12. Put n to the left side. We have 4n and we have 12. Divide both sides by 4. So you will find n 3. This is not possible. Why it is not possible? Because n starts from 4. Am I right or not? If you care to the question, you will see that when n plus 12 divided by n is getting 1, it's not possible here. But when n plus 12 divided by n is 2, the answer is 12. When it's 3, the answer is 6. It means it gets less from 12, 6, from 6, 4, from 4, 3. It means that if you put n plus 12 divided by n to 6, n is getting less than 4. So those degrees are not possible. Then the possibility for this n, we have 1 is 12, the next one is 6, and the next one is 4. Now if you find the summation of the n, so you will have 12 plus 6 plus what? 4. Now what the summation is? 12 with 6, 18, 18 with 4, 22. This is the possible answer that we find. Write it please. Question number 22. Px is given x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 4. And px plus 1 is divided by x plus 2. The quotient is bx. Now what the remainder is? If you find remainder here, how can you find? You put the what? Divisor equal to 0. X plus 2 equal to 0. X is minus 2. Now put this minus 2 in the polynomial. So you will find p, and instead of x, minus 2 plus 1. And this one, p minus 2 plus 1, it's minus 1. putting the 0 of the divisor in the polynomial, it is called remainder. So this is the remainder. Now if you find p minus 1, then that is the remainder that you want to search for. So we have here px. Instead of x you have to put minus 1. Why? Because we want to find p minus 1, and that p minus 1 is k. Instead of x minus 1, minus 1. Instead of x minus 1, minus 2, minus 1, minus 4. This p minus 1 is k. So minus 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 5. Now you will find k minus minus plus plus with this one minus 2 times 3 6, 6 times 5 I think 30. This is the correct answer. Question number 23. Px is given, Qx is given, Px and Qx, they are equal. Now what a plus b plus c plus d is? How can you find? It's very simple. When Px is equal to Qx, it means they are equal polynomials. In equal polynomials, the coefficient of its variable are same. It means x cubed, the coefficient with x cubed is same. The x square with x square is same. The x to the power 1 with x to the power 1 is same. And the constant number with this constant number must be equal. What do I mean? I mean in Px, what is the coefficient of x cubed? It is a plus 1. What is the coefficient of x cubed in Qx? It doesn't have any x cubed, so it is 0. Why? Because in here we can put 0 x cubed. We can put this one. Am I right? Yes. So a is minus 1. Come to x square, it's b. X square to minus b. Now solve this one for b. Minus b with this one, it's 2b is 2. Divide both sides by 2, b is 1. Coefficient of x, it is c minus 3. Coefficient of x is 2, so c is 5. Constant number, it is 2. Constant number in here, minus d plus 1. Put minus d to the left side, it's d. 2 there, minus 2, 1 minus 2, minus 1. Now what the question is, a plus b plus c plus d. What is a? Minus 1. Plus what's b? 1. Plus what's c? 5. Plus what's d? Minus 1. You can cancel this one. 5 minus 1, it is 4. Write it. Question number 24. Once again we have a simple one. Px is given, p minus 1 is 3, p minus 2 is also given 9. Now what p plus r is? First, what does it mean? It means instead of x you have to put minus 1. Then when you put instead of x minus 1, the answer is 3. So we will have p minus 1 is minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 q minus 1 plus p instead of x minus 1 plus r. Now p minus 1 is 3, so minus 1 plus 1 is 0. 0 times this one, this is 0. And minus p plus r. We have a two variable equation here. Once again you have to put instead of x minus 2, so you will find p minus 2 is equal instead of x minus 2 plus 1 minus 2 plus 2 times q minus 2 plus p instead of x minus 2 plus r. Now p minus 2 is 9. So minus 2 with 2, 0. 0 times this one, I think it is 0. So minus 2p plus r. in here we have another two variable equation. So the first one is minus p plus r is what? 3. This is the first equation. The second one is minus 2p plus r, it is 9. The second one. Now you can solve this one. If we want to subtract both of them, this is plus, minus, minus, r with r is cancelled, minus p with plus 2p, it's p, and minus 9 with this one, it is minus 6. P is minus 6. Am I right? Yes. Put instead of p in the first equation, minus 6, minus p plus r is 3. You can put in the second one also. The answers, I think both of them are same. Minus instead of p, minus 6, plus r, it's 3, minus minus, it's plus 6, plus r, it is 3. So r is 3 minus 6, r is 3 minus 6, it's minus 3. Now what the question is, p plus r. What is p? Minus 6 plus what's r? Minus 3. Minus 6 with minus 3, minus 9. This is the correct answer. Question number 25. Px minus 1 times px plus 1 is given 9x squared minus 6x minus 8. Now what px is? How can you solve? Can you give any explanation? First, one thing you have to know that whenever we are talking about px, px is a polynomial. Which polynomial? Linear in here. Why? Because if this is a polynomial, if this one is a polynomial, and the multiplication of these two are a parabolic polynomial, I mean the second degree polynomial, so this one, which this is a polynomial of x, this must be a linear, this must be also a linear polynomial with this linear polynomial gives a parabolic. Am I right? Yes, it's correct. Now if the variable is x, so it is ax plus b. But if the variable is x minus 1, this is the variable. It means the polynomial must be like a instead of x, x minus 1 plus b. If the variable is x plus 1, so it is px plus 1 is a times x plus 1 plus b. Now these are in multiplication case. Instead of px minus 1, this is a times x minus 1 plus b times px plus 1 is a x plus 1 plus b. And this multiplication gives the result of 9x squared minus 6x minus 8. I think you have got. Now if you multiply these two and find a, b from the equations of two polynomials, you will be able to find the polynomial px, which is ax plus b. I think you have got. Now simplify a times x, ax, a with minus 1, it's minus a plus b. Here we have ax plus a plus b. Multiply these two, ax with ax, I think a square x square plus with this plus, it's plus ax times a, it is a square x plus ax with b, it is a bx minus a with this one, it is minus a square x minus a with this one, it's minus a square minus a with this one, it's minus ab plus b with this one plus abx. Am I right? And plus b with this one plus ab, and plus b with plus b, it's plus b square. So you will have a square x square, this a square x with this one, it's cancelled, abx with this abx, it is 2abx minus a square, you have minus a square. This minus ab with this plus ab is cancelled, and we have plus b square. And this multiplication is same with 9x square minus 6x minus 8. Now, from the equations of two polynomials, you will have the coefficient of this x square is same with this one. I mean, a square is equal to 9. A square is equal to 9. Take the root of both sides, so a is 3. Am I right? Yes. Second, 2ab, the coefficient of x, 2ab, the coefficient of x is equal with this x, it's minus 6. Now, instead of a, you will have 3 times b is minus 6. So 2 times 3, 6b, it's minus 6. Divide both sides by 6, so you will have minus 1. Now, what px is? Px is ax plus b. Now, px is, what's a? It's 3. 3x. What is b? It's minus 1. I think the first option is the correct answer. Write it, please. Question number 26. Px is 0. Px is given here. Now what c is? How can you find? First, whenever I say that px is 0, it means it's a 0 polynomial. It is a 0 polynomial. Whenever you are talking about 0 polynomials, what are 0 polynomials? 0 polynomial are those polynomials that the coefficient of every variable must be 0, even the constant term. What do I mean? I mean that these two, first I have to write px 2a minus b times x cubed plus b minus 4 times x squared minus a plus b minus 2c. This term must be 0. 2a minus b should be 0. Why? Because 0 with this x cubed is 0. This b minus 4 must be 0. b is 4. Now put 4 here. 2a minus 4 is 0. 2a minus 4, put it to the right hand, it's 4. Divide both sides by 2. a is 2. Also, the constant term minus a plus b minus 2c must be 0. And instead of a, 2 minus 2 plus, instead of b, we have 4 minus 2c equal to 0. 4 with this one is 2 minus 2c equal to 0 minus 2c. Put 2 to the right side, it's minus 2. We can cancel this minus minus and divide both sides by 2. So you will find c equal to 1. Now the question is c. c is, I think, 1. Write it. Question number 27. We have a simple question. First, the degree of p to the power 3x times q to the power 2x is equal to 18. How can you write this one? If we have a polynomial of px, which its degree is p, and whenever we have a polynomial of qx and its degree is q. Now, what does p to the power 3x means? It means 3p. If a polynomial degree is p, if this one is raised to the power 3, so its degree would be 3 times that p. In multiplication case, the degrees are add up. So it's plus, the degree of qx is q, and it's raised to the power 2 to q. I have described these things in the previous lectures. It is 18. This is the first equation. Second one, it is 3p. In division, the degrees are subtract minus, the qx degree is 1. I mean q. It is 9. Now, you can simplify this one. How can you simplify? If we subtract both equations. This is minus, plus, minus. 3p with 3p, it's cancelled. 2q with 1q, it's 3q. And 18 minus 9, it is 9. Divide both sides by 3. So you will find q 3. Now the question is, what's the degree of px? The degree of px is p. It means you have to find p. Where should I put? In equation number 1 or number 2? What do you prefer? Should I put in number 1? Yes. 3p plus 2q, it's 18. This is the question. This is the first equation. 3p plus 2 instead of q, 3. It is 18. 3p, 2 times 3, it's 6. It's 18. Put this one to the right side. So you will have 18 minus 6. 3p is 18 minus 6 is 12. Divide both sides by 3. P is 4. Write it, please. P 2x minus 1 divided by q x plus 1 is 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. Now what q0 is also given to px is divided by x plus 3. What k is? How can you find? I think it's very simple. First, whenever you're talking about k is remainder. How you can find remainder? Put this divisor to 0. It's x minus 3. X equal minus 3. Put minus 3 in the dividend. P minus 3. This is k. And this is the one which we want to search it for. Now you have to find p minus 3. In here we have p. So p 2x minus 1 should be equal to minus 3. This 2x minus 1 must be equal to minus 3. 2x is minus 2. Put minus 1 there, plus 1, minus 3 with plus 1 is minus 2. Divide both sides by 2. X is minus 1. Now p, instead of x, you have to put what? Minus 1. 2 minus 1 minus 1 divided by q minus 1 plus 1 equal to 2 minus 1 raised to the power 2 minus 3 instead of x minus 1 plus 1. Now you will find 2 with this one, it's minus 2 minus 2 with this one, minus 3 divided by q minus 1 plus 1, 0. 2 minus to the power 1 minus to the power 2, it's plus. 1 square is 1 and minus minus, it's plus. 3 plus 1. P minus 3 is k divided by q0 is given 2. 2 with 1, 2 times 1, 2. 2 with 3, 5. 5, 6. Now both sides you have to multiply by 2. So you will have k 2 times 6, it's 12. This is the correct option. Px is given. Px is divided by x minus 2. The remainder is minus 1. Px is divided by x plus 3. The remainder is minus 16. If px is divided by this one, what the remainder is? First, you have to know what this one means. I mean px is divided by what? Divided by, you have to get the factors. 3 with 2, 3 times 2, it's 6. 3, this one says that you have to subtract. 3 minus 2, it is 1. So we have different signs. This one says the greatest one is plus and this one is minus. So x plus 3 and x minus 2. If you multiply this one, you will find x squared plus x minus 6. Now the remainder is kx. It means this px is divided by both of them simultaneously. If a polynomial is divided by 2 divisors simultaneously, on that occasion the remainder is like kx is equal mx plus n. This is the remainder. Now if you find m with n, you will find the remainder. What do I mean? The first equation, how can you find the remainder? In here, x minus 2 is equal to 0, x is 2. Now put this one p instead of x, it's 2, p2, it's what? Minus 1. Now how can you define the remainder? This is the remainder, mx plus n instead of x, 2, 2m plus n is minus 1. This is the first equation. Am I right? Yes. Second, in here, x plus 3 equal to 0, x is minus 3, p instead of x you have to put minus 3 is equal to what? Minus 16. Minus 16. Now mx instead of x, minus 3, minus 3m plus n is minus 16. This is the second equation. The first one is 2m plus n is equal to minus 1, minus 3m plus n, it's minus 16. Now you can find m and n. If we subtract, this is plus, minus, plus, n with n, it's cancelled. 3m with 2m, 5m, and 16 minus 1, it's 15. Divide both sides by 5, you will find m, 3. Put this one in the first equation. 2m plus n is minus 1, 2 instead of m, 3, plus n is minus 1. Now it's 6 plus n is minus 1, n is minus what? Minus 7. Am I right? 2 times 3, 6. 6 with this one, it's minus 6, minus 6. Yes. Now, what the remainder is? The remainder is mx plus n. So, the remainder is m3, x, and n minus 7. This is the answer for this question. Should I take another question the same like this one or not? Yes or no? Yes, no, yes, yes. Okay. Question number 30. Px is divided by x minus 2, remainder is minus 5. Divided by x plus 3, remainder is minus 20. Divided by both of them, what the remainder is? First, px is, this one should be the multiplication of these two. Am I right or not? In order to know that whether this one is the multiplication of these two or not, so you should find the factors of this one. 6, 3 with 2. This says that the signs should be different, and this one says that the greatest one is plus and the small one is minus. So you found x plus 3 times x minus 2. Now this is the remainder. Now find this remainder. Remainder of a polynomial which is divided by a parabolic. The remainder is a linear. Kx is like mx plus n. Now find m and n. You will find the solution. The first one, what the remainder is? It is p2. P2 is minus 5. The remainder is mx plus n. So instead of x, you have to put 2. 2m plus n is minus 5. This is the first equation. The second remainder, p what? P minus 3 is minus 20. So it is like mx plus n. Now instead of x, you have to put minus 3. Minus 3m plus n is minus 20. This is number second. You have two variable equations. If you subtract both of them, this is plus, minus, this is plus, n with n, it's cancelled. 3m with 2m, it's 5m. And 20 with this one, it's 15. Divide both sides by 5, m is 3. Put m to the first equation or second equation. 2m plus n is minus 5. This is the first equation, which is simple. Instead of m, you have to put 3. 2 times 3 plus n is minus 5. So 6 plus n is minus 5. N will be minus 11. Now the remainder is kx, which takes the form of mx plus n. This kx is, instead of m, you have to put what? 3x, and instead of n, 11, minus 11. Write it, please. Question number 31. Px is divided by this polynomial. This is the remainder. Px is divided by x minus 3. What the remainder is? It's simple. First, if you write this one like equation, how can you write? Px is this time the divisor multiplied by the quotient. It means x cube minus 4x square plus 3x times what the quotient is. It may be like qx plus remainder. What's the remainder? 3x square plus 2x. Am I right? If you write this one like equation, it would be px is x minus 3 times quotient. The quotient may be like tx plus k. Now the question is what k is. How can you find? And here, if you want to find the k or remainder, x minus 3 should be 0. X should be 3. Now put x here 3. So you will have P3, and this P3 is k. If you find P3, it means you found k. Am I right or not? First, I have to put here. So P3, 3 minus 3 is 0. 0 times this one. 0, 0 plus k, k. K is P3. Now, once again, I will put here P, and instead of x3, 3 cube minus 4 times 3 square plus 3 times 3 q 3 plus 3 square plus 2 times 3. Now this P3, it means k. 3 cube is 27 minus 3 square 9 with this one, it's 36 plus 3 times 3, it's 6 times q3 plus 3 square 9 with this one, 27 plus 2 times 3, 6. So k would be 27 with this one, 36, 3 cube, 3 times 3, it's 9. 27 with this one is 36, 36 minus 36, 0 times this one is 0 plus 27 with this one, it's 33. So k would be 33. Write it, please. Question number 32. It would be the last one. Px is divided by x minus 3. The remainder is 4. Qx is divided by x minus 3. The remainder is 7. Now, if we multiply Px with Qx and both of them are simultaneously divided by x minus 3, what the remainder would be? If you find the remainder here, so it would be what? It would be P3 is equal to 4. Am I right? Yes, x minus 3 is equal to 0. X is 3. Put here 3. So P3 is 4. And here it is Q3 is equal to 7. And here x minus 3 is equal to 0. X is 3. Now put 3 in this polynomial. So P3 times Q3. This is the remainder. Am I right? Yes. Now, instead of P3, it's 4. And instead of Q3, it is 7. This is K. K is 4 times 7, 28. Write it, please. By the way, my dear lovely friends, it was our last lecture on polynomials. I think you have enjoyed too much. By the way, what I write, please subscribe our channel, share our videos with all your friends. For the next chapter, inshallah, we will talk on binomial expansion. binomial expansions with great example, inshallah. If God is willing, we will come. By the way, love you all too much. I will miss everyone. Allah Hafiz.